What's up everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to help you fix your post-void dribble. So post-void dribble is when you experience a small amount of urine leakage right after you're finished going to the bathroom. And leaking urine right after you finish using the toilet can be really embarrassing and difficult to deal with. So in this video, I'm going to help you tighten that tap for good and to keep you dry all day long. If you're new here, my name is Eric. I'm a mental health physiotherapist or physical therapist, depending on which country you live in. And my channel is dedicated to mental health physiotherapy and to helping you overcome mental health problems. So please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below and join our growing community. I'll be uploading a new video every week, so you don't want to miss out. And if you enjoy my content, please feel free to hit the like button. It really helps my channel grow and reach more men that might need help too. Alright, with that said, let's dive into it. After treating numerous people experiencing this unwanted urine leakage, the biggest shock to men is the embarrassment from the smell and the uncomfortable feeling. And although this can be a very embarrassing and frustrating issue to have to deal with, I want you to know that you're not alone, and today I'm going to teach you how to manage it. This incredibly frustrating urine leakage is called post-void dribble, and as the name suggests, as soon as you're finished going to the bathroom, you experience a small amount of urine leakage, soiling your underwear. Urine leakage can happen to all men, but especially men that have had prostate surgery or men that are experiencing prostate issues. Regardless of your situation, urine leakage isn't something you should have to tolerate, and there's a lot that can be done to fix this issue. Before I teach you how to manage this unwanted leakage, you must understand what's causing it in the first place. And often I find that the majority of men are in one of two categories. Category number one being the rushers, and category number two are the clenchers. Unfortunately, both result in excess leakage, so let's figure out what category you're in. Okay, let's start with the rushers. These are the men that instead of taking the 10 extra seconds to make sure they've completely emptied their bladder, they rush off to do the shake, zip up their pants, and rush out of the bathroom. Come on, we all know that an extra 10 seconds in the bathroom isn't gonna hurt anyone, so let's try not to be a rusher. And then we have the clenchers. These are the guys that are squeezing their stomachs, holding their breath, and trying to empty every last drop from their bladder. And even though their intentions are pure, they're actually making their post-void dribble much worse. So try not to be a clencher either. Instead, let's quickly go over why each category leads to extra dribble, and then we'll finish off with teaching you the correct routine of engaging your pelvic floor after urinating to make sure you've completely emptied your bladder. First, it starts by understanding the group of muscles that assist you when going to the toilet. And I'm talking about your pelvic floor muscles. So bear with me for 1 minute as I quickly explain the role and importance of these muscles. It's worth it. Warning, prepare to see a visual representation of your pelvic floor muscles and genitals above. So the pelvic floor muscles act as a hammock, and they attach from your tailbone all the way up to your pubic bone up front. And the role of the pelvic floor muscles is to support the bladder and the bowel. So when you're urinating, your pelvic floor muscles play a key role in emptying your bladder and allowing urine to flow through the urethra, which is also known as the P-tube, into the toilet. However, this group of muscles can also stop the flow of urine and increase the amount of leakage you experience afterwards. So if you're a rusher, you're likely in a hurry and you're trying to quickly urinate. And if you're rushing this process, you're not engaging the pelvic floor muscles, and hence more urine stays in the line, resulting in more leakage. This is the simple mistake of not taking a few extra seconds to properly engage the pelvic floor muscles to pressurize the system and allow you to empty the bladder completely. On the other hand, if you're a clencher, you're likely clenching, squeezing, shaking, hoping that you'll empty every drop from the bladder into the toilet. But unfortunately, that's just not how the system works. And when you clench the pelvic floor muscles, they actually clamp down on the urethra, causing it to prematurely stop the flow of urine from your bladder. Therefore, when you think you're done peeing, you go to stand up and you relax the stomach. Well, your urethra opens again, and boom, your underwear are now soiled. Alright, so you've identified if you're a rusher, a clencher, or a combination of both. Now it's time to manage this leakage problem, and we're going to start with the pelvic floor muscles. And if this is the first time you're finding out about your pelvic floor muscles, I suggest you go back and watch my video teaching you how to complete a pelvic floor contraction properly, and I'll include that in the description below. Let's take it from the top. When you finish peeing, you want to make sure that you've cleared all the urine from the line, or else you're just going to end up with leakage afterwards. We can achieve this with my 5-5-5 method. And no, that's not the actual name of a method, it's just something that I've come up to help you remember this strategy. So whether you're seated or standing going to the bathroom, as soon as you think you've finished emptying your bladder, I want you to perform 5 powerful pelvic floor contractions. And this involves you relaxing your stomach so that you don't clench, and then rapidly trying to elevate that hammock and pelvic floor. The contraction should feel as if you're trying to lift your nuts to your guts, or it should feel like you're trying to wiggle your penis. Instead of engaging your pelvic floor slowly and trying to hold, I want you to imagine you're turning the volume dial up in your car. Quickly turn that volume dial to 100% and then back down to 0. Now this is the intensity at which you engage your pelvic floor. And you only have to complete 5 contractions, and this helps pressurize the line. Next, you're going to completely relax and take 5 deep breaths in and out. Once you finish that 5th breath, naturally try to empty any leftover urine out of your bladder, and try your best not to clench and not to squeeze. And your breathing should be nice and deep, allowing your stomach and abdomen to relax. Once you finish with the 5 deep breaths, I want you to do 5 strokes of your penis. Start at the base and work all the way to the tip, trying to squeeze any leftover urine out of the line. And once you've completed the 5-5-5 method, now it's time to zip up the pants and leave the bathroom. You should be good to go. Now you can expect almost immediate results, but don't be fooled because you need to practice this every single time you go to the bathroom. Think of it as bladder retraining, so that eventually you do it enough where it becomes a habit and you don't even have to think about it anymore. You just naturally perform this method every time you go to the bathroom. If you've tried it while watching this video, you'll realize it literally takes an extra 20 seconds to complete the entire method. And if it's only 20 extra seconds to prevent you from leaking, it's more than worth it. Although my 5-5-5 method will work for the majority of you watching, there's still going to be some that might be experiencing a little bit of leakage. And if you're one of those people, here's some advice to help get you sorted. If you're finding that your urine leakage is still pretty bad, meaning that you're leaking a lot during the day and at night, I would definitely recommend you going over to Amazon or even your local pharmacist and purchasing a pack of male pads. Male pads can act as a great line of defense, saving you from soiling your underwear while you build up the strength in your pelvic floor muscles and master the 5-5-5 method. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you're interested in purchasing some of these pads to wear. Lastly, if the leakage is really bothering you and you're actively trying to strengthen your pelvic floor by doing all the right things, then I definitely recommend trying a penis clamp. This little device fits around the base of your penis, and as the name suggests, it gently just clamps the urethra shut so that you don't experience any leakage. Penis clamps are typically used for a short amount of time while you build up the strength and endurance in your pelvic floor muscles, and they can be a great tool to use. They're discreet, surprisingly comfortable, and they help keep you dry all day long until you can do this for yourself. I'll also include a link down below so you can check out penis clamps for yourself. Alright, let's quickly recap. Don't be a clencher, don't be a rusher, or a combination of the two. Take your time, take the extra 20 seconds when going to the bathroom, and remember my 5-5-5 method. That's 5 powerful pelvic floor contractions, turning that volume dial to 100% with each repetition. And then followed by 5 deep breaths, relaxing your abdomen and allowing any excess urine to flow out of your bladder. And finishing up with 5 strokes of your penis to clear the line. And I need you to practice this daily, every time you go to the toilet. And that's all I have for you today. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel and comment down below if the 5-5-5 method worked for you. Also, let me know if there's any topics you'd like me to create future videos on, or if you have any questions for me, I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I really hope it helped you in some way, and remember to keep going, regardless of your situation, and I'll see you in the next video.